Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to What's in Your Earbuds, episode 2. I'm back here with my friend Joe Hardin, who probably has a lot of brain fog action going on right now.
Oh yeah. I'm still heavy in the fog right now, and
Yeah, how are you
super
feeling,
stoked.
man?
Pretty good. I had a little foot pain kind of during this whole thing. That was kind of a bummer, but I listened to my body and I kind of knew when to say when, and I pulled the plug when it felt, when it felt right from Saturday, and so overall, it was a good effort on my behalf, I guess. Still
So,
learning.
let's give the people what they want. Tell us what you were listening to at the 24-hour race.
Okay, so this playlist was awesome, and so throughout the night, shout out to Pine to Mind Games endurance run because it's a 0.44 mile loop as long as as many times or as little as you want to run it for 24 hours. So randomly throughout the event, they would have like a T-Rex would be running the loop, or like a Sasquatch, or like an alien, or like a pickle. So it was kind of funny, like being on the struggle bus and seeing those random things, and then also having "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen blaring in my earbuds during this whole thing. Um, and which, so like while you're kind of struggling through it, having stuff like that come up, and this playlist was just awesome. Like it was like I'm blown away how well this came together. Like just our first weekend, like the response on the playlist, but all this really helped me get through it.
Yeah, the playlist has been incredible. Just the songs that we put on it. And guys, I'm opening the playlist right now, but we've gotten some great submissions. I mean, Joe put in some great ones from people that, obviously we had Don't Stop Me Now from Medina. We had Penny Lane. Uh, and then we had Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Um,
Oh
there's
yeah.
some there's some. I think this is a submission from you, Joe. But I think there's some Nirvana in there too, and Pearl Jam, and somebody
Actually,
put Karate Kid in there too.
Nirvana came from Adam Turry. Actually, shout out to him.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. He got in there too. Um, and I want to point out like a shining star in this playlist. And sorry, I have to like kind of look back at my notes while we're doing this too. How to
Yeah.
explain by that Cat Empire had this like line in it called "Music is the language of our soul," and man, that those lyrics hit me so good at like 4 a.m. And I was just like, who? Like, I cannot find who actually submitted that song, and because the comments were just overwhelming, like beautifully overwhelming. And man, that song was did me a treat when I was on the struggle bus.
It's they're good songs, man. And Cat Empire, that was a good one. And I don't know if you saw, but somebody also put Mr. Brightside in there as well. That's a classic. I also I also submitted a few of like more like EDM type of songs. I put KMFDM in there, like "You Give Me a Feeling" and "Tell Me Why" by Medusa. And dude, I just really like how this playlist is coming along. It's like a hot pot of everything, and I think that's what we wanted.
Yeah, there's so many different genres on here. It's so cool how they like kind of mesh together. Like from start to end, it was like kind of cool how it all kind of like it kind of pumped you up, and then it kind of brought you back down, and like so yeah, all the way through. I think we got some Pearl Jam, like that's amazing. But that Cactus by Bobska is like a Greek pop music. That was really good stuff too. Yeah, we had some good stuff in here. Yeah, KMFDM. Thanks for doing that. That was a good one. It's funny enough. I actually listened to this yesterday, like, mowing the yard. Like KMFDM got me like kind of pumped up while I was mowing the yard.
Guys, if you're listening, KMFDM is not only good for ultras, but it gets you pumped up while you're mowing your lawn too. That's German electronic metal music for you.
Oh man.
It's kind of like Agent Orange, you know. I
Oh
did
yeah.
listen to I did listen to some Agent Orange. I'm trying to remember the song like, and if I'm looking down, guys, it's because I'm actually on Spotify right now. um, but it was, gosh, what was the song? It's hard to say. There's so many good songs, but I liked Too Young to Die and Everything Turns Gray. Those are good.
Oh yeah. Also, we had Craig uh, submitted some songs too. What did he submit? Shout out to Craig, host
Yeah.
of Running Tales. Great
Yeah.
podcast, which I
Oh,
get to.
yeah. Shout out to Craig Lewis. While Joe's looking that up, be sure to look out for Running Tales episode 4 with Joe Hardin on it tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. GMT. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's like the Avengers. It's all crossovers, but it's the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. We have our Beyond the Finish Line host joining our Running Tales host.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. I've really been looking forward to talking with Craig more. So I'm really fired up for this. Yeah, Craig submitted some Oasis. She's Electric. That's a really good song. And Mother Love Bone. I haven't heard that song in so long. Come and Get Your
Dude,
Love.
yeah.
That was a good.
Yeah.
That's a good running one too.
Yeah, there's some
And
really good ones in here. I mean, there's so much potential in this playlist. I really liked gosh, what was the one? I really liked Molten Chocolate Lava. That was a good
oh
one.
yeah,
That's a really good one. I didn't know what to expect with that name, but I'm definitely a Norman Sand fan now.
everything he does is so good. He's got some new stuff coming out too. It's, that's I guarantee it's going to be fire. That's kind of been on rotation for me lately.
But
Uh,
we haven't just had songs from this playlist, huh? We had a lot of submissions on Trivia Thursday. I think some of them made it on the playlist, and then there were some others that just came in like late game that were like really interesting. Shout out to Ultra Izzy, my friend Izzy. She's a punk rock girl, which I totally get, and I get that vibe because she used to be a skater. She used to be a skater punk. So, Rancid Time Bomb is one I'm gonna have to listen to.
yeah, that one
Um,
got me really fired up.
yeah, yeah, I have to listen to that one. I saw that Val Runs for Margs put West End Girls in there.
Yeah, I know. I had, of course, I had to dig into that one. I forgot how good that song actually is. So, nothing but love to Jason for having the Pet Shop Boys on rotation when he. So yeah, I was just like, oh, I forgot about West End Girls. Like, um, so good that wound up there.
I have all the respect in the world for Jason just making a point of it every single time that the only two songs on his playlist, for those of you guys who don't know, are the only two songs on his phone are two songs from the Pet Shop Boys. So if you ever get paced by Jason in the future, just know that if you ever ask him for music while you're being paced that you can listen to together, it is going to be the Pet Shop Boys. So you better love those two songs from the Pet Shop Boys.
I really appreciated the Bruce Springsteen Rosalita. I, once again, I don't know who submitted that one, but shout out to you for that. It was such a that was perfect for this playlist too. I mean, the boss, who doesn't love him, you know? But um, yeah, I really like how this is developing. It makes me wonder, like, what's the future of the playlist? Like, this could get huge, right? Like, so I like to
Yeah.
know what everybody out there thinks. Like, should we like refresh this playlist every week, or if we
I,
forgot anything, I certainly want people to reach out to us too and like, hey, you forgot my song, because like I want to get everybody's stuff on here.
Yeah, we want you guys to reach out and give us your songs. I'm going to post the link again tonight and every couple days because we really want to get the playlist filled up with your songs. So when you click on the link on the Spotify invitation link, you'll see that you can accept an invite and you can put your songs in there. We want this to be a total community playlist and we want everybody to have a song submission in there. And we're hoping as this turns into a playlist where you have like submissions from like hundreds of people, and you just have like songs across different genres. Like, I had no idea who Gashi was until Lenko, the traveling triathlete, brought them up, and now I'm like blown away by it. I'm like, what is this? This is amazing.
So I've got a question.
Yeah.
So tell me like how you were working through your playlist. Like what kind of workouts were you doing? Like kind of break me down like how that playlist like progressed through your workouts and like kind of how it treated you. Like did it get you fired up or like so run me through your experience with the playlist.
So I definitely mixed that playlist up with some of the songs I was listening to. I had I did hill repeats last Tuesday to start out my week. I had a week of 40 miles and 12,000 feet of vert as I'm training for the Bigfoot 200 in 18 days, which is going to be a great hot pot for me to listen to all your playlist songs. Um, and I started with gosh, what was it? Some Sia on my playlist, Unstoppable. I got into some Breaking Benjamin, which I hadn't heard in a very long time, but it like got me fired up. And then I was listening to Cat Empire came up when I was doing like vertical, like just climbing, um, because there was a lot of just like power hiking and just doing a lot of climbing nonstop. And and then after like a couple days, I just decided to put the playlist on like I just went totally off the rails and I said I'm just gonna put this playlist on shuffle and I'm just gonna roll with whatever punches it throws at me. And I will say that 9 out of 10 times, like it was great. Because I had no idea what to expect. It was pure chaos. And then there would be that one song where I'd be like, this is a great song, but this is not the vibe right now. But this is also a great song. But it's been fun having that like chaos thrown into the mix because it almost teaches you to like deal with the highs and lows without knowing what to expect, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Same here. I kind of just started it and just let it do its thing. Um, I kind of ran without music for the first few hours of the 24-hour. When the sun set and I got kind of kind of when everybody spread out a little bit more and nobody was really like, you know how it is. Everyone kind of ducks their head. No one's really talking anymore. I was like, all right, I have homework to
Mhm.
do. And yeah, it really got me through the night. Like that Queen song, "Nothing's Gonna Stop Me Now." Like I think I've already mentioned that today. But I was just like, oh, like nothing is gonna stop me now. Like and it gave me a nice little boost. KMFDM, like I
What
said, it that got me too. But
got you mowing the lawn?
got me on the
Did
lawn.
Did any other songs besides Cat Empire and KMFDM, like were there any other songs that really hit you in the middle of the night that just kind of popped out of nowhere on the shuffle and you were like, wow, this is cool, or I haven't heard this in a long time, or any combination of both?
uh, I'll admit, "Thunderstruck" by AC/DC really got me. Um,
Classic.
oh, that Cat Empire song was just so good. I don't I know I keep talking about that. And on
It's so
this I
good,
think
man.
yeah, I think this is one of your suggestions too, but "Ready, Let's Go" got me fired up. There's a Pearl Jam song on there that got me going.
Ooh, can't
And
go wrong with Pearl Jam.
and honestly, "Life is a Highway" by Tim Cochran, Tom Cochran, sorry. I've only heard like the I think Jason said in the comment it reminds him of the Cars song, and it kind of does me too, but like just the car soundtrack, but like just beating feet that night, like that "Life is a Highway," and it's like, all right, yeah, like okay.
I'll
So
be
yeah,
honest, like I'll be honest, up until like last year and a half, I was never a country boy or listened to country music. But even then, like I will say that I heard Rascal Flatts all the way back then, and I will say that it was because of Cars that I heard that song. So every time that song plays, like there's this combination of like this is a great song to sing along to, but I'm also thinking about Lightning McQueen and the ka-chow, and it kind of makes me laugh, you know?
oh man,
I'll have to send you a very interesting one. I'm going to add it to the playlist. But did you know that Snoop Dogg has a kids album?
no, I got to hear this. Yeah,
He has a song called the Affirmation Song. and it's all positive affirmations, but he sings it in like he's got that Snoop Dogg like and like he's got that NWA kind of like vibe, but it's like a kid's song, you know? And it's all just positive affirmations and it both
Oh,
cracks me up and I'm like, wow, these are good things to say to yourself.
I didn't know I needed that until just now, but I have to have this in my life.
I'm gonna add it to the playlist after the show, so you guys have to go on the playlist and get both that and the Pet Shop Boys while you're
Yeah.
there.
I kind of want to say, like, I kind of want to challenge people that are listening to, like, just throw songs at me. Like, just send me a playlist or, whatever. And we can swap playlists. Like, I love sharing music with people. So just anything, I'll take anything and I'll listen to it during my workouts. So
I might
just
have
all,
asked you this. I might have asked you this on the last show, but what are your thoughts on movie soundtracks during races?
I've never listened to a movie soundtrack during a run, but I do love some soundtracks. Like I think I've already said this too. Like the Forrest Gump soundtrack is
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
And you mentioned the Jurassic Park one, and I won't lie. Like I was kind of snooping on your Spotify account earlier. I was like, oh, there it is. So I did save your Jurassic Park play or soundtrack to my Spotify. So
My Spotify needs to be updated, guys. I have a confession to make. I just came back from YouTube Music, which a lot of people don't know what that is. And I just came back to the world of Spotify, so I'm back to the light side again. And or the dark side, depending on who you associate with. But I I have a lot of updating to do on my Spotify playlist as well because I've learned a lot of songs over the years during my what we will now call my YouTube Music era, my YouTube Music phase. Everybody has a rebellious phase, man. Yeah.
um, or this is gonna be like a weird one, but the I Am Sam soundtrack is good. I'm not like a huge Beatles
Hmm.
fan, but just the way that it like kind of couples with the movie. First of all, that movie will get you in the feels, and then the soundtrack is just phenomenal. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I liked the Beatles this much. But I mean, you got to appreciate like them for what they did for a lot of music. I mean, they inspired um,
Yeah.
so much music.
Yeah. The Beatles are one of those bands where it's like you don't necessarily have to like vibe with all their music or even like all their music, but you have to appreciate it with them, like Zeppelin and like Elvis Presley and like some of the blues artists like Armstrong from like back in the day. You have to appreciate the fact that there are other artists who would not exist if it wasn't for those artists setting the tone. And I think that that is definitely true for that for sure. And yeah, I'll have to listen to the I Am Sam soundtrack for sure. The one that gets me is sometimes you'll have like an artist who just comes out and he just like he's been out of the woodwork for a while. Shout out to HD Hardwood Designs. And he will like uh he would just make like a amazing soundtrack. Like Phil Collins, I had only ever known him from like one or two songs. Like obviously, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. That's a good one. You know, I gotta add that to the playlist. But have you heard the Tarzan soundtrack?
Gosh, not in a very long time. Not. I mean, I might have to revisit that, I guess.
That's a good one. You have to listen to Son of Man and You'll Be in My Heart. The Phil Collins is a magician for that one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm adding that to my list here. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
great one.
those are good ones. But we're getting to the end of this show. We're gonna have, we do this every 2 weeks at 3:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Eastern time. This is kind of a rest day for me and Joe, so we kind of just collect all of our thoughts after doing all of our crazy ultra adventures in our training. And between these 2 weeks, we would love you guys to submit to our playlist because we go through and try to listen and have listened to each and every one of your songs, and we appreciate everything. Like
Oh,
I would not. I'm totally a dog person, man. I love cats. I love dogs more. I never thought that I would love an artist named Cat Empire, but I do. and,
so
and it's
good.
because of you guys.
Yeah. Likewise. I feel bad that I wish I could have compiled my notes better and gave the right shout outs here, but this, I guess I wasn't expecting the response that we got. This, I mean, it was just over. It's like awesome that how everybody chipped in, and like so, like none of this wouldn't be, this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for everybody that chimed in and listened. So I'm just like awesomely overwhelmed with the response. So I'll get better at organizing it. But this playlist came together so good, and
Yeah.
yeah, I was blown away by some of these songs. It's like, wow, I never even heard of this. Like, and it's so awesome.
No, and this is just a ton of fun, guys. And be sure to submit your songs. I'm going to keep putting out the playlist link every couple days. We're going to put it out. We want to get that playlist filled up. Every time I put out a post about what's in your earbuds, I will ask you guys to submit songs to us in DMs, put them directly in the playlist. Even just shoot me or Joe a DM on either Trail Tortoise Running or the Om Gandhi. You can reach out to our personal accounts and go, hey, I was listening to this jam and I want you guys to uh, check it out. And we'd be happy to give you guys a shout out for all the amazing music you're giving us. And we're just excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and just stay bopping, man. Just stay
Yeah.
bopping. Hit those trails, get on that bike, do your thing, mow the lawn. But get some beats in there and tell us what you like and what you got into, and we're excited to hear it all. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. And you'll catch Joe tomorrow on Running Tales episode 4 tomorrow morning.
All right.